All you gotta do is hush, you ain't gotta say much when you make that right connection. If you wanna double up, keep the money in the tuck, I can put you in the right direction. I can never get enough, all I got is us, I speak the true confession. Everything goes smooth cause I stay on the move and make them right connections. All you gotta do is hush, you ain't gotta say much when you make them right connections. If you wanna double up, keep the money in the tuck, I can put you in the right direction. I can never get enough, all I got is us, I speak the true confession. Everything goes smooth cause I stay on the move and make them right connections.
Those right connections.
You make them right connections. Hey, y'all already know the vibes. We are here. Y'all know what type of time we on. When you see me and Cari, baby, y'all know it's Tuesday at 10 o'clock and 9 o'clock where Cari at. And we here to make the coaches connect. What's going on with you, Cari, baby?
Woo-hoo. Big wall. What's going on in the kitchen? Oh, man.
You already know the vibes. We are here, man. Shouts out to shouts out to everybody in the building, man. Look, we appreciate y'all. It's been a struggle. We've been trying to get everything together. Me and Cari, man, we put this together, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all just don't know. It'd be a lot of stuff going on in the kitchen, but we whipped it up and we made it work. So shouts out to everybody that's in the building, and we got an amazing show. We got an amazing artist, kind of keeping it to the theme of last week's show. We talk about R&B, great R&B music out here, people who are moving the R&B needle forward, and today's guest is doing the exact same thing. So we super excited to bring him, you know what I'm saying, to tap in and just let everybody know what he's been doing and how he getting it. Right, Cari?
Oh, absolutely. I can't wait to have him on. And that's kind of, I know it's been sort of like the theme and, you know, having the R&B singers come on, but ideally the whole purpose really behind these shows is to kind of bring their stories to light. How do these artists get started in the industry? But not just like maybe their struggles or their successes, just kind of a little bit of everything, just to sort of see, okay, where did they come from? Because oftentimes as huge fans, you know, we come from the side of like, oh, they put out a new album, they put out a new single or whatever they have stuff on the internet, movies or videos, whatever it may be. We see the end product, but we don't, like, as the consumer, right? It's always the end product, but it's like, okay, what is behind the scenes? You know, what's sort of going on there? So, and that's why it's important to have these so that everyone realizes, okay, it's not just the end product that we're trying to get you guys to understand and see, but these artists and actors, dancers, singers, whoever we're interviewing, there's much more to what the end product brings to the table.
Absolutely.
And that's why, you know, we love doing this, because it's like, oh, it's their success stories. It's like seeing like the real person inside of who's in front of us. And that's what the connection is about, right? It's the connection between the artist and their fans. It's the connection between us. It's the connection between the cultures of R&B and hip hop and music, and, you know, because cultures, they're all different with their music, but we all enjoy the same music in a certain sense, which is super cool. So that's like the fun part about it. But as we've known through these whole seasons, that it's like we're learning more and more about these artists, that it's really different in some cultures. And that's, you know, this amazing information that we can bring to everyone. And not everyone has these shows to do it. There's not a lot of platforms that are going to be like, okay, this is the raw side of an artist. Not oftentimes they're going to be like, okay, lots of people are, you know, at the stadiums, or lots of people are in these huge professional buildings of like, okay, we're going to sit down with the artist and we're going to talk to them, and they have their 10 questions that they get from their producers or from their radio stations, and usually, because I know I did work at a college radio station before I opened my own platform, and it was basically the same 10, 15 questions that are very generic. And it really, to me, as much as I love asking the usual, and to me, it's like a date. It's like, okay, what's your favorite color? Where do you like to go? What's your favorite?
The usual questions.
The usual questions, and you know it's coming. And it's like, okay, well, here we go again, you know. And to me, that's not the substance of who people are. You know, there's much more to that. So I love having this platform where we can come on and be like, hey, let's really get to know them, and be like, you know, go off the grid, find out the nitty gritty and bring in things that are taboo to talk about, things that we might not know, or things that the artists want to share that could be their little secrets, their tidbits, their nuggets, their all this information to bring to the new artists coming in the industry, their consumers, to the producers, to all this. And this is how we get to know them, how to make things better in the industry, better in our cultures, and grow from there. And it's been an amazing ride. And this is actually the last show of our season 2. So this is going to be a great closure. So thank you to our guest for being here with us to be able to close this season out. It's been an incredible season. It really has. Amazing people on this show. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. This season we have done a lot of firsts, and we're going to continue to grow. Shouts out to the Culture Gang. Shouts out to Claire. Shouts out to London, Paris. Shouts out to DJ J Woo from Philly Jams 95.3, Jams 95.3, and Indy 101. You know what I'm saying? You can tap in with the kid every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Shouts out to the whole team for tapping in. We appreciate. Shouts out to Just TV. We there every Tuesday, man. Myself, Cari got her own show on Just TV as well as mine. We're gonna be bringing you more shows on Just TV too. We doing a whole lot, man. This is the end of season 2, like Cari said, and I wouldn't have it no other way with ending it with the guests that we have tonight. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Vicious 999, one of our OG Culture Gang members, man. Appreciate you for always tapping in and always supporting us. Y'all already know the vibes, man. But before we bring in our guest, Cari, I kind of wanted to ask you and kind of tap in. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about men and women, you know what I'm saying? And since you are a lady, you know what I'm talking about. What is it about attachment issues when we talk about men and women? How do you feel about attachment issues when we talk about like breaking those cords and breaking those strings when things then kind of went, left? It's hard to break them cycles. You know what I'm saying? What you feel about
that? You're freezing on my end. Let's hope. Okay, there you're back. You froze for a minute. Okay, yeah, attachment. Now, what kind of attachment do we want to dig into a little bit? Do you want to dig into just attachment in general, or relationship attachment, or attachment to things of the world, money attachment, like
relationships? When we talk about relationships, you know what I'm talking about, just when you're dealing with men and women, you know what I mean?
Men and women and attachment. Oh boy. Okay. I think it's really important how, this is a big deal. It really is.
Absolutely.
I really believe in a relationship that each person is individual and they bring each other together to kind of complement each other. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. So I think in order for an attachment to happen, I think like the other person's more codependent on the other person, and they're not really fulfilling what they should be doing on their individual level. And then they start to override the other person and dig more deeper into what they're doing because they don't really have something to per se focus on. Okay. And then, so I think like they generally, okay, well, I'm not really doing much and there isn't much for me to focus on or grow on or whatever. So they form that more of attachment to the other person of like, okay, what are they doing? They're more focused on them and they're digging more and more into them. So it becomes more of a deeper issue of attachment. So I think it's really super important for two people to be like, okay, what are your goals and what are your goals? And then have a goal together so that you're both focused on something. Otherwise, attachment can lead to bigger issues, maybe jealousy issues. It can lead into unhealthy habits, like on stalking habits or looking over people's, like your significant other's shoulder, like, oh, who are they messaging or who are they talking, they become really weird or like, why are they going out or why are they doing this? Whereas if you have a healthy communication and a healthier foundation, then you should be able to have that trust and be able to say, okay, feel free to do this or feel free to do that and have that confidence because you're confident in yourself and you bring that confidence to the other partner as well. I think that's really important and be able to trust each other and do that. So I think it's important to start that way grow up the trust together and build that way, but mostly be building yourself all the time.
Yeah,
I think it's so
absolutely.
important. Yeah.
I like that, and especially shouts out to the ladies. You know what I mean? I know females be going through so much when we talk about attachment issues. When we talk about, like you brought up, the stalking aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with men who just can't take no for an answer, and men be having that issue as well when we talk about the women. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody is like not feeling the situation anymore, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all done had y'all time. People have a tendency of not wanting to just let things go. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the culture game. Sometimes people just crazy and can't let go. You know what I mean? And that's where the danger comes in at. You know what I'm saying? Because people just do not know how to let go and move on. You know what I'm saying? People don't take well to getting their feelings hurt. Yeah, that's a fact. And I think that's one of them things that in the culture, especially when we talk about females, you know what I'm saying? Because females really need to be protected. And there's so many different aspects of people out here who have attachment issues where they just can't let go. You know what I'm saying? Just because a female give you a time and she talks to you doesn't necessarily mean she wants a relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? Or wants to go there with you. You know what I'm saying? So, and you being a female, and we had this discussion before, you know what I'm saying? I felt like it's something that we need to come to the culture about, and you coming as a lady, just expressing how you feel, you know what I'm saying, being a woman out here, because I know it's not easy, you know what I'm saying, especially when you deal with that type of energy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Krista in the building, the networking
What's
queen.
What's going on? The networking queen in the building.
Krista, shouts out to Krista too for putting this together. She is an amazing, amazing person. So thank you, Krista, for that. Just shouts out to you real quick.
Shouts out to the whole team.
Lennon has a good point here too. We can bring that up as well. Yeah. Attachment issues.
No, go ahead.
Attachment issues lead to abuse, obsession, psychopaths. Can't take your cookies out of the cookie jar and give it to any man who turn into a mental. Oh my goodness.
That's a fact. Shouts out to keeping your cookies in the cookie jar. You know what I'm talking about? I love that. Shouts out to
keep your hands out of the cookie jar. Never mind the cookies. You don't open that lid.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? People cannot take no for an answer. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Vicious 99. You got to learn how to form healthy attachments and learn to let go when it's not serving you. That is a fact. Shouts out to the culture game, man. We appreciate y'all. And today's guest, D. Goodson. We got the one and only D. Goodson. You know, the type of music that he makes creates these attachment issues. You know
creates all these attachments.
Because you get to listening to his music and you want to snuggle up. You know what I'm talking about? That baby making music. You know what I'm talking about? So what we gonna do? We gonna bring in a whole.
We'll ask him. I want to ask him about attachments too. Maybe he's going through. You never
Absolutely. Know. You know he had making the music. He had some ladies that didn't want to let go. You know what I'm talking about? On the Pretty Show. You feel me? So what we going to do, we're going to bring in our guest, you know what I'm saying, D. Goodson. What's going on with you, brother?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for having me.
Well, thank you for coming on. Oh,
of course.
Yeah.
It's all love.
It is all love. Apologies for having to kind of switch your days around and everything.
Oh, no,
it's been good. Really crazy in our personal lives and in our businesses, but we totally appreciate all your time. I just have to say that.
Likewise, and I appreciate
very blessed to have you here. Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. And likewise, like I said, I really appreciate y'all having me again. And it's always it's an honor. You know, I just really like the energy and really love the platform of what y'all doing. And I can't wait to be a part of it more. You know.
Oh,
look, we
I'm getting an attachment.
See, that's what he do. That's what he do. You know what I'm
talking about? That's a good. That's a good topic, though.
Absolutely. That's what we do on the Culture Connection. And look, we don't get into all that because I'm curious to find out how you feel about that. We on this platform. we like to tap in the artists about other things as well beyond
Oh yeah.
the scope of their music and what they got going. Because nowadays people want to know how you feel about subjects across the board. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure you have an opinion on that. But before we
Oh
get into
yeah,
all
yeah,
that,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We gonna
For
start
sure.
from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because just in case for people who don't know who you are, can you kind of tell us how you started and just overall who is D Goodson?
Well, D Goodson is a singer, he's a songwriter, he's a rapper, he's a musician, he's an artist. You know what I'm saying? He's not just a one man show. Uh, I just try to, remain as diverse as possible in this industry, just because it seemed like it's so saturated. So I just try to just stick out with and utilize my talents to the best of my ability. And so far, it's been working. Uh, I'm just other than that though. I'm just a really normal guy that just love doing music for real. I just found my identity in music, and I'm thankful I found it when I did, and it's working. It's working for me.
Yeah, that's an understatement, brother. You know what I'm saying?
That's love. That's love.
I like the humble. I like the humble hard work. You know what I'm talking about?
For
I
sure. For
love that
sure.
energy.
For sure.
But man, definitely
Definitely.
want to
Sounds
Nah.
like
thank
sounds like no attachment to his music at all. Zero.
No, no, no. Definitely attached to the music. It's just, it's like I said, it's just, it's my identity. If I ain't have that, it's no D Goodson. You know what I'm saying? That's just how
Yeah.
it is
yeah,
at the end of the day. You know.
yeah,
Yeah. At least
Yeah,
this
yeah.
attachment is very healthy and it's making you
Right,
grow as a person and as an artist. So that's
right.
very good, healthy, probably a really good
Exactly.
boundary. And people probably really respect that when they do meet you or have to spend time with you. And you have to let them know that you have this focus and this is your business, not
Right.
just a singing
Yeah.
little career, right? So
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. And for the most part, that's exactly how it goes. Exactly.
Yeah.
when we talk about the music, when did you first know that this was, for one, something that you wanted to pursue, and for two, something that you was good at? Because everybody can sing, but everybody can't sing. You know what I'm talking about? So so
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so,
I
so when
definitely
did you
know.
find out that you can sing? You know what I'm talking about?
Man, that's funny that you asked that, man. I'd say like I was in like sixth grade. There was this one kid that was like a really good friend of mine. And everybody in the whole school knew that he could sing, man. He just sounded like just like the next Chris Brown, you swear. Like he was only like 12. And so I was like, dang man, I gotta get like that. Like all the girls are saying like he good. Like everybody like his voice. Like I'm trying to get like that. So I tried to do it. And at the time, like this was a time where I was rapping more so than anything else. But when I tried though, people would be like laughing at me, yo, like, nah, just stick to rapping, man, because you cannot sing at all. So it was just like it built a lot of motivation, I'd say. But I say that was when I knew I wanted to sing, or at least wanted to do something on the lines of that. Uh, but as far as when I actually knew that I had a gift was probably like fast forward like 3 years down the road. Um, I had just got out of this relationship with one of my exes in ninth grade, and she had broke up with me, right? And so I was like, man, I know like this, I really like this girl, you know what I'm saying? I want to be with this girl. Everybody always saying like, what happened to you and her? So it was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. It was like this talent show that we did, and I was practicing like every day, like one song. I forgot what the song was, but the day before the event, I switched up the song like last minute, and I made it into something that was about her specifically, and I did it in front of the whole school the next day. It was like 600 plus people, and she's like right there looking, and like
Okay.
everybody's going crazy. So after I got done
Aw.
singing, like the whole school was like going crazy, standing up, and she was clapping, she was crying. So I was like, okay, I might have a little something, something. You know what I'm saying?
What you say? I can do
So
this. You know what I'm
yeah,
talking about?
yeah, 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 yeah. So that was the moment I said like I knew I at least had some type of ability to like shift energy, you know what I'm saying? And just like I had something there, you know, I was just on the verge of getting more in depth to it, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Shouts
But
out to the
yeah,
coaching
yeah.
gang. So he can sing. Okay, yes, acapella, absolutely. They ready. They want you to sing some acapella.
Aw.
You know what I'm saying? The coaching gang want you to sing. But look, we gonna hold off on that. You know what I'm
Don't put
saying?
me on the spot. All right,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
I
we
Right?
got
we
you.
gonna hold
I
off
got
on
you.
that. But
What's
I
up? What's
definitely
up?
want you to sing something. You
What's
know
up?
what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
The coaching gang checking
All
you
right.
out. I just checked out his song Hellfire and It's a Bop. Did you write that?
That's dope.
Oh,
That's dope. That's cool. That's cool. Hellfire was actually a really cool song of mine. I feel like that was a song I definitely felt the shift, like in my lyricism and just emotions and maturity. Just a lot that shifted around that point. So
yeah.
I'm really glad they like that. That's cool.
Did you
That's cool.
write it? They asked a
Yeah,
question. Did
Yeah.
yeah,
you write that?
yeah,
What do you
yeah.
think?
I write all of my music. Everything that you're hearing right now, I write all of it. No ghostwriters, no writer groups, no nothing. That's all me.
That's
Oh,
dope.
a
That's
lot of
dope.
work.
That's right.
How do
That's
you
right.
Shout
find
So
out
the
to the
that.
time?
networking queen. She said, "Do it, do it."
Dude,
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah. For
we
sure, for
gonna have
sure.
to we
D
gonna
do
have
it.
to put you on the spot. So they want you to sing something. You know what I'm talking
I
about?
got you. I got you. I got you. I
okay.
got you. Would you do
Uh,
Awesome.
something right now?
you know what? Hey, they asking for it. You know what? Go ahead.
Oh
Go ahead.
man.
You got
Okay.
the flow,
Okay.
man. You
Okay.
got the flow. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what I got. Girl, I brought you in my life, 'cause I'm trying to make you my wife. Oh, yeah, you told me you don't bite. Yeah. But your words cut like a knife. Oh, baby, you should know I still got love for you, baby. Put your trust in me, baby. Treat you like you a lady, like they did in the 80s. Girl, your ex, he was shady. He left your heart real achy, but I brought you to safety, give you love on the daily.
Alright. Alright. You
That's
know
a
what I'm talking
that's a
about?
little that's a little something. That's a
Alright.
little something.
Yeah. Do
That's a
that.
little
You
So,
something.
feel?
Y'all want the full effect. Y'all gotta come to the show, man.
Look, come to the
okay.
show. Come to the
Oh,
show,
For
man.
sure.
well,
And we
Definitely,
gonna spin the
definitely.
block. Go ahead,
yeah.
Cari. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Cari. Go ahead.
We have an actual like special edition that we do on this show. It's called the Shower Studios. So we came up with Shower Studios. I think it was our first season together because
Yeah.
I told Big Wall, I said, you know, everyone loves to just sing in the shower. Like it's just this thing,
Yeah,
and it's the
yeah.
like the
Right.
acoustics are amazing, and you're just like you're
Definitely.
free, and you just feel so good, and the water's beating down on you, and you feel so
All of that.
refreshed,
Yeah,
and it's just
yeah.
like that whole vibe.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so I told Big Well, I said, we need to have our own shower studio. And he laughs, and I said, well, no, we should seriously, I mean,
Hey, like
without the
for
naked
real
shower whole
though.
thing,
Yeah.
Man, you know
Yeah.
what? I bet that
no,
would go crazy on TikTok. For real
right?
though.
Oh,
Like with
Big
all of these themes that you're seeing, like that would probably like really do like really good on TikTok for
Well.
sure.
Okay, that's what we're
Absolutely.
doing.
Look,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
we've
That's a
had
good
artists
idea.
Yeah,
that's come on that have put on shows for us
yes,
so they can see
virtual
our
concerts.
audience. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely gonna spin a block.
Word.
And we're gonna have you
Yeah,
Def
come back, man, and do the
for
shower
sure.
studios for us, man. Do a whole little
Hey,
concert for us. You know what I'm talking about?
hey, I'm
yeah.
with it. Y'all got
Cool.
me on the season finale, so I got y'all.
Say that.
Okay, awesome. Yes,
For
because
sure.
well,
For
yeah,
sure.
our very first shower studio was incredible. We had almost a half a million people tune in for that. And
Yeah.
we had
Wow.
just started season 2.
Yeah.
And so
Wow.
everyone was
That's
tuning in.
amazing.
It was amazing. So we want to bring all of our
Congratulations
bigger
on that.
cats back.
Thank you.
Thank you. And have a shower
Absolutely.
studios, and you can decide, if you want to have someone with you and you guys can
Yeah,
do a little
yeah.
concert together, or you can steal the whole show for the whole hour
Yeah.
and do your own thing,
Yeah.
like your own virtual concert. Totally up
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
you.
yeah. That'll
So,
be
but yeah,
dope. That'll be
we would love
mad
to have you.
crazy. Hey, I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Okay.
I'm with
We
all of it.
locked
Let's do it.
in. We locked
Let's do
in. You know
it.
what I'm saying?
I love it.
Okay.
I'm with it already.
Well,
Perfect.
since we're talking about shows, you know what I'm
Yes.
talking about, it kind of leads me into my next question. I know you love doing your music thing, but when you hit that stage, I know for me personally as an artist, I love
Yeah.
making the music, but I love performing. Like when you hit that stage, it's different. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sometimes
Absolutely.
it takes everything to another level. So can you kind of talk about your stage show and one of your
Cool.
best performances ever? Because I know you be on stage with the guitar and everything. You know what I'm talking about? Like you be up there on your rock star ish. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, for sure, man. Nah, it's man. I'm just so in love with the process, man, and just with music in general. I just remember just coming out to Florida. That's where I'm at now. Just coming out to Florida and just starting out doing coffee shows, just looking up on Google like what kind of open mic shows they got going on, and then just seeing what they had in my city. Just going out there and hitting like 2 or 3 of them, and doing that like 5 times a week. So it's just like I remember just doing that, and then now it's just like going into shows like you see or how like you have seen on my Instagram. But to answer your question though, like it's always funny just because I'm a black guy obviously, and it's like you can see a tall black man walking around with a guitar, and it's like everybody is like, yo, like what? Nah, like it's just the look. It doesn't matter anywhere I go. It doesn't up north, down south, everywhere I go, man. And I love it though. It's like a part of it. So it's
Really?
like,
That's
yeah,
funny.
yeah, absolutely,
I
absolutely,
don't
it really
know.
is.
I kind of melt when I see a guy with a guitar.
Right, right.
Oh shit, man. You know what I'm
You
talking
would, you would think,
You would
but
think,
that's just
but I'm
how
into
it's
music.
just
I
the
know how music
stereotype.
works. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
you know.
exactly. They put us in a box, and then it's just like they think one way, until you
Yeah,
go out and you show them another thing.
it would be really
So
different if you were carrying a TV around. I mean, obviously. Then
exactly,
I would
it'd
be
be a lot
worried,
different. It'd be a lot different. I am
right?
finna get somebody on that though, actually. But
You should
but
put a
yeah, so
TV on your guitar.
yeah, I see some videos of people walking around with like the TVs on like the backpacks and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. So I was like, I'll have to get one of them. But yeah, yeah, yeah. So basically though, the craziest show I say is like I did this one show in Buffalo, New York,
Mm.
and back in April, and it was insane. That's the energy was nothing like it. Lights everywhere. All you hear is just screaming, and it's just like this is like everything like you think or I was thinking about coming up just as a kid, like having these type of shows like this, and it's like here, and it's I never experienced anything like it, but it was like
Yeah,
so dope. Like I still think about it every single day, man.
Yeah,
Every single
yeah.
day. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
Um,
yeah. But
exciting.
yeah, I love New York, and people out there, they really cool people for sure.
Yeah,
I can't wait to
yeah.
go back.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Have you been up? Have you toured up in Canada?
Not yet, but I would love to go to Canada. I haven't even been to Canada yet. That'd
Hey,
be
Okay.
hey, hey,
amazing.
hey, hey, you on here with the
Shoot.
plug. We gonna have to make
Hey,
that happen. You know what I'm talking about? We we,
let's
we, we
let's
make
do
the
it.
coaches connect. You know what I'm talking about?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
First show,
Yeah,
first show in Canada. Shoot.
yeah. Let's go. You know what I'm
That'll be
talking
dope. That'll be crazy.
Okay,
about?
good.
But yeah, yeah. It was for artists. That's when I was opening for artist called Lil Tecca. I was opening for him, and he was doing a pretty big show out there. So shout out to Lil Tecca. And yeah, yeah. I'm just ready just to see what else is out there. We know what else is in store, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Krista's, yeah, well, she's putting up there, your time to go drops here pretty quickly, September 2nd. How long did it
yeah.
take for you to make this album?
To make the song "Time to Go."
Yeah, time to
Oh
go.
man,
Yeah.
yeah, I would say that was like that was just one of those that like as soon as I heard the beat, it was just like pouring out of me. It was just like, man, this is like a layup. This is gonna be all right here. So it's just like I say that took me about no more than 5 hours
Wow.
to write the song, the verses, the hook, and to do my last minute edits and make sure that everything was good. Yeah, say
Crazy.
a solid 5 hours. Yeah, yeah. But that's one of
Yeah.
my personal favorites though. That's my baby right there.
Okay,
That's my
Yeah.
why
baby.
why is it your personal favorite?
I say that's just like I said, just another just like with Hellfire, it was just like another song where I took like another step, into my next level of articism, and just finding my niche and my sound and my cadence overall. Really, it's just I feel like everything just comes together really just to show you like this is D. Like you have live instrumentation, a live guitar, me playing the guitar. You have Luna on the violin. That's live violin that you're hearing. So it's just like this is all me. Like I'm an organic, boppy, type of guy, and it's all clean. It's no cuss words in that on the song either. So that's just all about what I'm trying to push out as well too. You know, you can make I can not cuss and I can still make you be like, yeah, you know.
That's dope.
So
It's true. Yeah.
that's what I'm about. That's what I'm about.
That's important. I think it's really important as your music grows that you're growing personally too, as well.
Right,
Like we
right.
were kind of talking, and of course, in the beginning, I mean, we're joking around about the attachment things and whatever, but it's very important as you're growing your craft, you're growing with it, and you're
Absolutely.
learning just a little bit more about yourself as you're going along, and knowing that I think sometimes people are using the cuss words to sound important, or but sometimes it doesn't
Hmm.
even go with a song. It doesn't even go with that person.
Hmm.
And so,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you can just tell more of a mental growth when people are not necessarily using it all the time, even just to sound
Hmm.
so hardcore as a rapper. I just
Exactly.
find sometimes it's not even like it just doesn't go with it.
Necessary, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's true. That's true. No, I definitely agree too as well. So that's why like I not doing it. It's like it's not even a thing where like now it's at a point where I don't even have to even like try to not cuss or anything. It's just like this is just what it is. This is what the beat's telling me. I'm listening to the music and this is what the music is telling me right now. It's
Yeah.
no cuss words in the
Organically.
song. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly. Organically. Yeah, exactly.
No,
Exactly. Nothing
I get it,
forced.
bro. I
Nothing
love that
forced.
energy, man.
Yeah, yeah,
And, and,
absolutely.
and your music have a certain tone and a certain vibe to it, man. That's why I love
Mm,
artists like you that
mm,
really put their soul and their feelings and how
mm,
they're trying to portray and
mm.
kind of paint a lyrical and sonic picture, if that makes
Right.
sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sonically. You know what I'm
Absolute.
saying?
Absolute.
And that's the vibe that I get with your music, man.
That's
And
big.
lately it's been a big debate about R&B being dead, the state of R&B,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just the
Seen that,
whole
man.
climate of it. And with you being, relevant and still pushing this thing we
Yeah.
call R&B music,
Yes.
I definitely want
Yes.
to get your take on it. How do you feel the state of R&B is in 2022?
Ah, man, it broke my heart to hear that, man. But at the
Yeah.
same time, like I knew it's just like it's not like dead, but it's just like the demand for it is just not as much as it was back in the '90s, I'd say, or even the early 2000s. It's just like now everybody wants to be the tough guy, everybody want to be the killer, everybody want to be if you ain't arrested or doing this and that, then you shouldn't even be making music now. So it's just like when that's and like I said about saturation, like that type of music is just so overly saturated, and you know what it also really is that doing R&B and doing that type of music, that trap hip hop, I would say more so it requires more effort. Like R&B requires so much more effort, man. And when you're doing it right and you're breaking it down and you're listening to the goats of in the game of R&B, like Chris Brown, Eric Bellinger, Usher, all of these major guys, like that. When you hear that, and then you're hearing like, what the majority of everybody else is doing, it's like it took more effort, and not everybody willing to go down that route. So everybody want to do this route because it's easier. And even with how social media is nowadays, it's not even a bad like thing to do because people could make that type of like trap song and they could blow up just because of how unpredictable the game is now. But I growing up, I heard that I learned that you have what's called microwave artists and you have oven artists. The oven artists, they're the ones that take a little bit longer. You put them in the oven, you gotta bake it about 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, talk your shit.
Yeah, it's a good
With
loving.
the yeah, with the microwave you get the 3 minutes to five
Right.
minutes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
good, but it ain't hitting like the oven food
You ain't
is.
getting no
It ain't
nutrients. You
it
know what
ain't
I'm about?
yeah, yeah, the
Well, it's
soul,
like
that real soul.
the hot
Yeah,
pockets. You throw it in there, and
right.
one
The
minute
hot
later, bring it out like
exactly.
it's cold on the outside, and
Exactly.
the inside's like,
Yeah.
it hits you up. It
Exactly. And
hits you good
sometimes
for
hot
a minute.
pocket,
That's it.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes hot pockets be good every now and then. But
Yeah.
sometimes I want some mac and cheese or some,
Yeah.
Talk your shit.
some of that Thanksgiving food. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
talk your shit.
saying? I need
Yeah,
all of that.
Roasted turkey.
put
Yeah.
your foot in it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking
Turkey.
about? I
Yeah.
want
Put the
some of
whole
that
foot in.
soul.
All of
Yeah.
it. Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh
So
Shouts
yeah.
out to
yeah.
the
That's
culture gang. I
let's go.
appreciate songs without cursing and being vulgar. I need to be able to blast a song without worrying about my kids hearing profanity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so other things too. Yeah, the kids, you get to think about all the parties and these type of events that people don't want to hear, that type of
Yeah.
sound, at these events. So
Yeah.
you can't, what you gonna
That's
do
that
then?
nutrients.
Radio. Yeah, it's the nutrients, right? That's
That's
the
that
nutrients,
nutrients. You
right?
know what I'm talking
Right.
about? Because
That's
see,
big.
now
That's
you're
big.
not putting yourself in a box. Your music is so
Yeah.
much
Right.
broader. You know what I
Broader,
mean? And you're
right,
able
right,
to cater yourself to
right,
so many different audiences. And I think that's what
right.
R&B need. And that's why people
Exactly.
think it's dead, because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like you were saying, like the R&B artists out here, they sounded like they from hip hop. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
rap, they
Yeah.
lyrics are just as vulgar as the hip
Mhm.
hop artists, and it
Yeah.
needs to
Yeah.
be aligned. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I think hip
Exactly.
hop got so big that it kind of like blurred the lines of R&B. And I
Yeah.
think
Right.
everybody
It
just need to
did.
go back in their own corners and establish their boundaries and who they truly are, and
So
then we
true.
can see the difference. Because hip
So
hop
true.
came from R&B. Like them first
Right.
beats and them
Yeah.
first samples,
Exactly.
them was from
Yeah.
R&B records. James
R&B.
Brown and Sam Cooke, they took them
Come on.
songs and sampled them and made them so that artists like
Come
Run
on.
DMC and Curtis Blow
Right.
and Furious Five, that they can rap on
Can
them
take. Yeah.
records.
Yeah.
You see what
Exactly.
I'm
And do what they
saying?
do to it.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
Yeah.
to come full
Exactly.
circle and see that R&B is not where it was, man, it's kind of heartbreaking. But I know that
It is.
artists
Yeah,
like
man.
you definitely keeps it alive. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So
that's
what are
love,
some
man.
things
I
that you think
appreciate
that
it.
we could do to
Yeah.
keep and push
Ah,
R&B forward?
uh, man, just share the little guys as much as you can, as much as you
Mm,
can, just for the people out there, because it's
yeah.
so like now it's just like people when they hear R&B, it's like they don't, or well, especially R&B. They're not really looking for the little guys. They're already thinking like Chris Brown, as big as it gets. They're not really thinking about like, oh, it's other guys, people out here that really do sound like really good and really have something really good to say, in a really dope way of saying it, but they don't know because they haven't seen it, or haven't been brought in, in front of them, and like I said, back to saturation is just so much. So many people that's making music and dropping music that it gets drowned out, and having platforms like such as y'all's, and it helps to be able to expose
Yeah.
the R&B and the real music, so once again I thank y'all
Yeah.
too for that too, because y'all are helping
Thank
keep the
you.
R&B alive,
Yeah.
just because of stuff like this conversation right here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Because
We
we had a
appreciate
Yeah.
conversation with our last guest about R&B and coming back, and it was just he was stating, and it was kind of a good kind of thing that he brought up, how R&B was only really huge was because there was more R&B group instead of a
Mm,
single solo artist. There were groups, like Boys to Men, and we had, what else did he say?
mm,
Like, he dropped in a bunch of other ones, but he said, it's coming back when there's the groups
the groups.
singing for R&B. But
Hmm,
that's, I don't know.
that's
I
interesting.
think solo artists, like, I mean, we had what Luther Vandross
Yeah.
dropped as well, and
Yeah,
they were big
absolutely.
artists too back in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
So what's the
Absolutely,
difference?
yeah. Now, yeah. Nowadays, I would say like it's really just about like the people really more than anything, what they're gravitating towards. But from what I've seen lately, it's just it's been really a lot of solo artists, and
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
it's just been just people just that, like I said, they're making the right song, and it's just
Yeah.
it blows up over time, really. So it could be a little bit of either or, but. I can't remember the last group I've seen, R&B group that I've seen or heard about. I would say that,
It's
that's
definitely
kind of,
a drop. It's a drop
Oh
on
wow.
R&B groups because
yeah, and the R&B groups. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of believe that
People
as
too.
well, because
Yeah,
it gives more variety. You know what I'm saying? When
right,
you have
right.
R&B groups
Absolutely.
out here, we
Yeah.
talk about the 4 or 5 part harmonies. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
dance moves, the just the whole
yeah.
vibe. When we talk
All of
about the
that.
groups
Yeah,
as well as the solo artists as well,
Yeah, they got
right,
to
that
bring
kind
it
of
on.
gave it
right,
some layers to R&B, where you
right.
could have the
Exact. Give it
soul,
levels. Yes.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah,
and now
exactly.
it's just like one dimensional,
Right.
if that
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
exactly. Just one thing, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But then when you go to hip hop, you got hip hop, trap, you got
absolutely.
punk rap, all this
Hardcore
crazy
rap,
stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
backpack
what?
rap.
Like, this
It's
is
so many
crazy.
different genres
Man,
within hip hop now.
it's
Yeah,
so much hip hop that like even like when you see like these artists like Lil Durk or like Rod Wave, they're when they're performing, it's like people are saying that that's R&B. Like people are trying to say that's R&B, you know, and that's
Yeah.
singing, you know, and it's like, come on, you know, like nah,
Yeah.
like, they're doing their thing, you know, but it's not, you know, like
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Some
yeah.
artists have that mix. They do. Some artists kind of mix
yeah,
it up a little and sound. I
yeah,
think, like I would say, Chris Brown is kind of on that level too, where he can have a lot of R&B type of
right,
music, but it's
right.
also siding on hip
He can
hop.
get out of right. He
You
can come
know?
out of
Yeah.
that, yeah,
Yeah.
out of that shell whenever he wants to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Brown's, yeah,
Exactly.
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris Brown's a goat. He's a goat, man. He's a legend for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Shouts out to the Culture Gang. I think B2K was the last R&B group.
Mm.
Laughing emojis. Yeah. That
Maybe for real
might
though.
be. Low key.
Maybe
That
that was a
may be
while ago too.
that
That
was
was
I
a
a
hate to
while
while
say
ago.
it, but
ago. That
yeah.
You
was a
see how they
while ago.
doing? I don't know if y'all seen. They seen. I seen them all over Instagram. They can't be chilled. You know what I'm saying? They all
Nah,
going at it. You know, so
Yeah.
that's another thing. There's too many emotions. You know,
Yeah.
that's going on right now too. That people really can't. A rap group is, or I mean, a group in general for real nowadays is just like I don't even really see it happening yet. You know, it's just
Yeah.
like people are just too scattered, man.
That's
I
true. And
don't
I
know.
think groups are really more harder to manage because
Yeah,
some people want to
exactly.
break off. Some people have different
Right,
ideas and then it kind of floats
right,
away. I have to
right.
commend, though, I don't want to shout out individual groups, but Backstreet Boys have been around for an amazing long, long time. They've been a good
Mm,
group together. They're citing more R&B as well. I mean, they
mm.
had a residency in Vegas and everything, and they were around quite a long time. And I think
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
yeah,
just the
yeah.
dynamics of each group member kind of brought them
Exactly.
all together and it complemented each other.
Right.
So when you
Yeah.
find when you
Yep.
have a group like that, you need to have that dynamic. Otherwise, I don't think it will work. And I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
that's
It's
why they
not.
do
Yeah.
split up
Yeah.
quite often.
It's
Yeah,
gonna run its
you
course.
still
Yeah.
you still got groups like New Edition as well. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That the
Hmm.
legendary
That's
groups that
true.
are still moving the
That's
needle
true.
forward. You know what I mean?
That's
I
true.
believe they have a
Yeah.
residency in Vegas, or they're about to have one as well.
Usher
I know
does now
Usher.
too.
Usher
Yeah,
Yeah.
is
That's true.
big
he
Yeah.
too.
does
Yeah,
now. Yeah, until March, he's
Yeah.
got one. I was like, oh, I want to
Yep.
go see Usher.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I seen that too. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man. It's
So when
crazy
is
though.
D gonna have his Vegas residency, huh?
Shoot, we hoping soon. I was out there. I was out there not too long ago. I definitely want to get a residency out there. I can't wait for that. It's definitely gonna happen, though. I promise you that.
Gonna be on your
That look
bucket list?
nice. Yeah, that's oh, it's already on there.
Yeah.
It's already on there. Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't even want to go back. I didn't even want to leave. It was
Yeah.
awesome for
I'll get
sure.
a question. Yeah. Leslie wants to know, where was the last place you performed?
Last place I performed.
It's like
Let's
my
see.
mom's basement 2 days ago.
Put on the show for the
Right.
family. You gotta put on the show
Exactly.
for the
Yeah.
family. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about?
The fam gotta
With
pay.
good
No, I'm
old
just
turkey
playing.
dinner and
Say that. What you
Nah,
say?
I'm just
Y'all gotta cut the
playing.
check too. You know what I'm talking
Nah. I ain't gonna cut up in front of mama. Nah. Well, man, what was the last show I had, man? The last show I had, I think it was Jacksonville. Yeah, Jacksonville. We had Fleet
Oh, that's
DJs
dope.
conference.
fun.
Yeah, we had it was last month,
Oh,
That's
nice.
like
dope.
like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so we was just out there doing like I had won a contest, and it was like I performed like 2 of the 4 days that the conference was going on. So it was
Oh,
cool. I got
fun.
to meet like a bunch of artists and a bunch of DJs, even more DJs, and
Oh,
it was just a good place to just learn, and just see and just like I said, learn from the experience. I never performed at a
yeah.
conference before, so it was
Yeah,
Wow.
definitely a new experience for me. It was
Yeah.
cool though.
How did it
that's dope.
differ from, say, like a smaller, intimate, like, was it a smaller conference or was it a bigger one?
It was a big conference. It was a pretty big conference. Yeah, it was pretty big. But I
So
would
how
say
does it
that
differ, yeah, from like a regular type of concert venue to that?
yeah, I would say it felt a lot more uh let's see, a lot more it felt a lot more intimate, because it felt like they were more engaged and more because they're artists themselves and they're DJs too. That's like 90% of the people that was out there. And so they were really just like, okay, I'm an artist as well too. So they're not gonna come from the same perspective as someone in just like a random, bystander that's just there, and just there, just watching me, they're actually like dissecting me, like seeing how I engage with the audience, how my lyrics are sounding, how my stage presence is, how my voice is sounding while I'm singing, that they're dissecting everything, so it's it made me feel a lot more complete though when I got off stage and people was really like, yo, like it's really rocking with you, and it was crazy, like you won this whole thing, like whatever, it was a lot of love out there. So I feel like it was definitely different for sure.
That's
For
dope,
sure.
man. So it sounds like
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
putting in work, man.
yeah.
Um,
Got to,
You have to
got
have a
to.
challenge. You need a
Yeah,
challenge
yeah,
every so
yeah.
often.
Faith without works is
Yeah.
dead. That's what I live by.
oh
That's
man, bro,
that's what I live by.
that's
That's
my
it.
motto. Faith without
That's
works is
it, man.
dead, so we work.
That's it.
Oh man,
That's it, man. We
see, you
work
my
it.
kind
We
of
work
guy,
it.
man. Cause
I'm telling you, bro.
that's
I'm
my
telling you.
motto, bro. That's my
Yeah,
motto.
yeah. See, so
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
yeah,
Say
man.
that, man.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I like that
I
energy,
was
bro.
For sure. Likewise, I was just telling your manager too, man. You real stand up guy too. So I really
Oh,
like the energy as
appreciate that,
well
brother.
too. For real.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Do I
man.
need
Yeah,
to
yeah.
leave
Real
you guys
recognize real.
alone?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a trick. It's
No,
a trick
Trey.
when players meet. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
No, no,
I
no.
can
It's
leave
Look,
you
just
hey,
too. It's
hey, hey,
okay.
hey,
no,
hey,
no,
hey, hey, hey,
no,
don't let her
Carrie.
get you. Don't let her get you. She'll throw you off. You know what I'm talking about? That's
No,
what
Carrie.
she do. You know what I'm
Carrie,
saying?
you are a great host as well too.
Not to give you a
Extremely.
compliment, but thank you.
Really balance each other out. So I really like that. That's cool.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Now
We have
look,
to lean on each
Absolutely.
other. We have to get on
Yeah,
each other
yeah.
once in a while to make sure
Yeah, yeah,
we're
yeah.
still
Make
keeping
it like, yeah,
humbly.
keep you on your toes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that. I like it.
100%.
I
Now
like
look.
it.
Now speaking about keeping you on your toes, you know what I'm saying? Because
Right,
Carrie
right,
good
right.
for keeping you on your toes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
you
yeah.
heard our conversation in the beginning when we talk
Oh
about
yeah.
relationships and attachment issues. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So you being an
Yeah,
artist, making all this
yeah.
baby making music, have you experienced attachment issues when we talk about when it comes to the ladies, or how do you feel about those attachment issues?
Oh man, yeah, man. I think we
Wait,
all been
he
there,
had one in
man.
grade
For real.
9. He had one in grade 9 where he had to perform for his girlfriend, and he didn't. He was like, "Oh,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
it
That was
started
a
very young."
that. Yeah, yeah. That was more. Yeah, yeah. You're right. You're definitely right. That was more so me. That was more so me in that scenario. But like as far as the opposite sex
Yeah.
is like, I've definitely been through that road, and you know, I feel like I'm grateful for it. I got so much good music out of it. I wrote so, I
Yeah,
wrote so
yeah.
much fire music out of it.
What you
I
say?
actually,
Keep the
I actually,
toxicity going. We need that toxic
the
energy.
song,
You,
the
you know
song is
what I'm
actually
saying?
called one of the songs is actually called "Toxic." That's actually
Yeah.
pretty funny too. So yeah, yeah,
Ah!
it's not that's unreleased too. So y'all really gonna love that one. All right, we've got when that one drops, we got to come back again. We
We
got to
gonna
make
spin
sure
the
we run it
block.
through that. Yeah, yeah, we
It
got to
was
spin the
written.
block on that one.
We
We
got
got to
to.
spin the block on
We
that
You
one.
know,
got
Got to.
to.
But yeah, 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 yeah. So I feel like I feel like, of course, though, like it's not healthy though. It does hinder you. It can hinder you. If
Yeah.
you allow it to. But at the same time, like I did not just come out there empty-handed. That's what I'll say for sure.
Okay. So
For sure.
so what would be your advice to somebody that's
yeah.
shouts out to your song Toxic? What would be your advice for somebody that's in a toxic relationship and they can't sing? So they ain't getting no good music out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Oh man, you can't
talking
sing and you in a
about?
toxic
They can't sing.
relationship.
Everybody
Oh,
can't sing. So they just can't
that's
make good music.
tough.
So what would you tell somebody that's in a toxic relationship and they need to bust a move?
Ah,
You know what I'm talking
get
about?
out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there, man. For real. It's not worth it. You definitely somebody gonna end up doing something they don't want to do, and it's not cute, it's not funny. Like the sad is like that it's like toxicity is like the trend nowadays. So it's like it ain't even looked down on anymore, you know what I'm saying? So it's just
Yeah.
like, bro, it's all the more reason like you gotta get. They have no shame in this, you know. So y'all just you gotta get out of there for real. That's the only thing I can really recommend for. That's the
Yeah.
best legal advice I could give you.
What you say? It got real legal. You know what I'm
For
talking
real,
about?
yeah, real legal, real fast,
Real
real
We
fast.
can
fast.
have the legal corner. We'll call it the legal corner with you, Goodson.
Exactly. Right. But yeah, that's the
Oh
best. That's
man.
the best. That's the best I can say though, for real. When it comes to that, you just gotta just do what's best for you.
Just dip.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Shouts
nobody.
out to
It's
the
no fun.
coaching game. They definitely in tune. They want to know how and where can we find your music. And it kind of leads me into my next question, bro. We can't let you get up out of here before you
For
tell us
sure.
where
For
we can
sure.
find your music, all your social
Man.
media handles. Let everybody know what you
The
got
good
coming
stuff.
up because we know you got the project dropping. You got bullets in the chamber. Let everybody know how they can
Yeah.
get in tune with you, bro. Talk your shit.
All right. So I am a recording artist, so y'all can find my music literally anywhere that you stream music on. Apple Music, SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube. Deezer, Napster, Tidal, whatever you go on and spend music on, best believe you type in D Goodson, I'm on it. I promise you. But I have so much, man, that I'm very excited about too to be sharing with y'all. Time to Go is just the first of many, and a great evolution of music that's about to occur. I would say that we just dropped the single I went on the 2nd of July, and we're going to drop the music video on the 2nd of September, which is this Friday. So make sure y'all check out that. It's going to be on YouTube, Apple Music, Amazon, whatever you can find an music video on. It's going to be on there too, at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on September 2nd. Um, After that, man, it's just like I have so many other songs too. I'm preparing a body of work, in EP that just forming together. The first single that was on that EP was Man Enough. And I dropped that last year as well too. So if y'all haven't heard that, y'all can check that out too. It's called Man Enough. It's a sample of Tony Braxton's song, Wasn't Man Enough. So we put that together, and I'm very proud of that too. Time to Go was obviously the next single, and then I think we're gonna do one more. We're gonna drop one more song as well too. That's an exclusive. I haven't told nobody that too. We're gonna drop another one too this year too. And that's just what I'm doing. I'm just trying to push out all the music and just trying to remind people that good music, just like R&B, isn't dead. We're out here. We've been out here, and it's just all about just getting it out there, really, and doing it, getting the work done.
Yeah.
Man, come
It's
on,
you
man.
though.
That's
Drop the
it. That's
mics,
it.
man. We
For
like
real.
mics
That's
being
it.
dropped. You know what I'm talking about?
That's
We
it.
like that energy. You feel me?
For sure. For sure. For sure. And I like y'all's
The
too. I like
heaven is
y'all's too.
heating up.
We
Yeah, yeah,
appreciate that,
very,
brother, man.
very, yeah, absolutely, very rejuvenating, and like I said, I'm very humbled to really be around y'all. Y'all mad dope energy, and y'all really cool, and I just can't thank y'all enough for being supportive. Having me out here again.
Oh,
Man,
well, we
look.
appreciate all your
Absolutely,
company.
for sure, for sure,
You
man.
heard what the lady
That's it.
said. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
well,
Absolutely.
it's better coming from her. You know what I'm talking
For sure,
about?
for
You
sure,
know
for
what I'm talking
sure, for
about?
sure.
But
Yeah,
but but
yeah,
we do
yeah.
want to thank you, brother. We appreciate you giving us your energy, man. Consider this your home away from home, man. We definitely gonna
Oh
have you
yeah,
back
yeah.
a few more
Long way.
times because we got some stuff
Oh yeah.
planned, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. I already talked to your manager too, so we
absolutely.
already got some
Shouts
future
out to my
dates getting
manager,
set
the
up.
home team, Krista, the networking
Yeah,
queen, man. Always
yeah,
connect the dots.
yeah.
We thank you
Big
so
shout
much,
out,
man.
big
It's
shout
just
out to you.
amazing, man. We know time is something that you can't get back, man. So we appreciate you
Sure ain't,
stopping,
man.
giving us something of yours. You know what I mean?
Right. Likewise too. Thank y'all
Yep.
for again for the platform too. I can't wait to be back.
Man, say that.
Oh,
So look, we
For
gonna
sure.
have you back, man. I know you want to get to work. Probably got some music
Cool.
to work on, man. So we gonna let you go, and we definitely gonna
Gotcha.
stay in tune. We gonna have you back for the Shower Studios, and we gonna
All
also
right.
have you back when you drop that Toxic record, so we can talk
Hey, we
about
got.
it.
Hey,
You
we
know what I'm
got to.
talking about?
We already know. I will make sure I talk to Crystal too tonight and make sure we get that scheduled too, for real.
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah. But
yes.
y'all,
We
y'all
gonna
take
lock
care.
that
Y'all be
in.
blessed. Y'all be blessed and
Absolutely.
y'all stay healthy and y'all be safe out here for real. Cause it's crazy. It's
You
crazy
too.
world.
Yes,
Absolutely.
we appreciate you, brother. You
Yeah.
have yourself a good night, and we thank you for coming through. Okay.
All
Yes.
right, y'all.
Thank
Y'all take care. All right.
you.
Peace.
You
Peace. Now, hey, it's
wasn't
the energy
toxic
for
at
me.
all.
It's the energy for me. You know
Right?
what I'm talking about?
It's crazy. That's the thing. Just like I said in the beginning of the show, we like to have our artists come on and just talk about just what they go through, their toxic stuff,
Absolutely.
their attachments, whatever it may be. But the music, of course, matters. That's one of the things that connects us as a culture is the music, the people, and the substance of just everything. Like it's just amazing how they can come on and just be themselves and relax and have fun just to get to know people like that. Incredible. Because artists and musicians and big, huge actors, any big name out there, they're just like us. And they want to come on and tell their stories and just kind of, do their little promo in their own way. But this is how we get to see the humility of who this person really is and that they're just another person and we can just talk to them and have fun with them. That's what they want, right?
Absolutely.
No talk.
Look, that's why what we do together and individually, you know what I'm saying? That's why we're a powerhouse. The things that we do and the questions and the energy that we have is unmatched. You know what I mean? We talk about things and we get artists to understand that it's so much bigger than what they're doing as far as their music and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
People
Their
really
personal
want to know
message
your
is
story. Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, we all human beings and we all can connect on that level. Like everybody is not an artist. Everybody can't rap. Everybody can't sing. Everybody can't produce. But one thing that we do have in common, we all feel, we all have issues, and we all love to communicate and try to work through them. And that is the basis of what we try to do right here on the Culture Connection.
Right. Absolutely.
We got so many amazing people. I still see it's a lot of people in here. We appreciate everybody for tapping in with us, continuing to support. This is the season 2 finale. It has been an amazing season. And we got a lot more stuff coming up. And we really appreciate everybody. Staying tuned. Shouts out to the networking queen. Always helping out, always staying in tune. That's my management. That's the whole team. So if you have any questions, anything that you need to tap in with, tap into her, tap in with us, and we definitely can make it happen, even if it's somebody that you may think that may be a great guest for this show. Let us know, and we can line them up for the next season because me and Cari, we coming back with a vengeance, with a new attitude, a whole different vibe, with a different type of artist, and a different type of look. You already know the vibes, man. We appreciate everybody for tapping in. Shouts out to Just TV for holding us down. Shouts out to Canada. Shouts out to the States. Shouts out to the NCG network in Italy. Shouts out to Roku. You can check us out on One-on-One. That's SSH One-on-One on Roku. Shouts out to the radio station Philly Jams 95.3 Jams and Indie 101, where you can tap in with us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. The support is real. The love is real. And we're going to be back next season right here with the Culture Connection. Right, Cari?
That's right. Absolutely. I'm so excited. I can't wait. And we're going to have, I think we'll have a few surprise guests. And I don't think we'll actually announce who they are. We'll just be like, we're going to have a surprise guest on. And you'll have to tune in to actually see who the guest is. And you guys are going to just be floored at the people that we have. It's going to be so fun. Big Wolf, you might not even know some days. I might have a surprise guest for you too.
Look, you know, you always trying to keep me on my toes, Cari. I'm ready. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all already know.
This ain't no toxic show. What are you doing? Krista says she wants to play.
Let's get it. You already know the vibe. So until next season, you already know the vibes. I'm your boy Big Wall.
I'm your girl Cari.
And this is the Culture Connection. And like I always say, your culture makes you who you are. So make sure they respect it. We're going to catch you on the next episode. We up out of here. Next season. I like that. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to catch y'all on the next season, man. We're going to be back with the same type of vibe, same type of energy next season. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. And before y'all tap out, man, make sure y'all go over to all our social media platforms hit them little bells on the side so you can subscribe and stay in tune. So when we drop the next season and everything, y'all be the first one to get it. Y'all already know the vibes. Again, we appreciate y'all. Y'all have no idea how much we appreciate y'all. So thank you. And we're going to see y'all next season, man. All right?
All right.
We out of here.
All you gotta do is hush, you ain't gotta say much when you make that right connection. If you wanna double up, keep the money in the tuck, I can put you in the right direction. I can never get enough, all I got is us, I speak the true confessions. Everything goes smooth cause I stay on the move and make them right connections. All you gotta do is hush, you ain't gotta say much when you make them right connections. If you wanna double up, keep the money in the tuck, I can put you in the right direction. I can never get enough, all I got is us, I speak the true confession. Everything goes smooth cause I stay on the move and make them right connections.